thinking about the industry that we've been discussing tonight, our industry, what do you think the barriers are in terms of to building a more diverse and inclusive culture in our industry?
I think a lot of it is reputation and just what it currently looks like. It makes it hard to change. I think some of the statistics around, the number of women, the number of black people in senior positions are embarrassing, but hard to change because those groups see that, and as some people said, I empathise. They see it hard to see themselves in this industry. So I think the sort of biggest barrier is just where we are, unfortunately, and it's just going to take a sort of relentless pressure, many small steps, I think, to break that down.
And can we make that change happen?
I mean, I think we can. The fact that we're talking about this more and more, and it's become sort of normalised, and part of everyday life is a huge start from where we were. I mean, the issue, I suppose, for me is just the pace of change. People need to see progress, more than just talk. Output change actually happening on the ground, and I suppose the concern is will the change happen fast enough that people will trust us to hang on and see that happen.
And we've talked a bit this evening about the barriers as well and the obstacles, and it is time to deliver. Can you articulate what you think some of the barriers to diversity and inclusion might be in our sector?
This sounds really strange, but I think the way we deliver inclusion, we should be very careful of it, because by delivering inclusion sometimes we exclude people.
Yes.
We need to make sure that the messaging is really clear. And what are we trying to achieve to ensure that the culture is more inclusive,
yes,
but also that when we're embracing inclusion, it also comes along with diversity. Diversity of thought, diversity of behaviour, and the diversity in the way in which we engage with communities to create a sense of belonging, which I think is really, really important for us.
So I think today we've heard some really good stories about the changes that how people have implemented change, and I really would encourage everybody to share those stories. I have been quite surprised within some of the diversity project meetings that I've been to that there is a lack of people wanting to share, which I was quite surprised about, because we should all have the same end goal. Our same purpose is to get all diversity, better diversity across all categories of diversity and inclusion. So if we can get people who will share the stories that we've seen today, and also I think they're effectively doing the role modelling. Today we were talking about individual role modelling, but some of these companies are becoming corporate role models.
We have the will from a top-down point of view. There's a will from bottom up, but actually real change is going to be achieved by hiring managers and middle managers and heads of department, and those are the people who need to empower their managers, their employees, to really see diversity and inclusion as a major business objective. So it isn't just a tick box, it really is part of their business objectives, and also to be measured on that, and hopefully have their performance related pay based on some form of diversity and inclusion initiative.
So I think that the pensions sector and pensions investment decision makers have a responsibility to try to draw good diversity and inclusion practices up through the investment chain. They are the end client, and I think if we can just encourage them to start asking questions of their asset managers, what they themselves are doing internally in their D&I, asking the same questions of their investee companies, that I think that can have a really powerful commercial impact.